was just turning 13 over the summer, and basically it was quite a scary experience really. The first operation was they had to deflate my lung and take out a rib, and the second one involved actually putting the metal rod into my spine. And I was in bed for about 2-3 weeks, and then I had the plaster jacket for about 6 months. I mean, I can walk, I can run, I can do anything, so it's not a problem. I'm just glad that Eddie's can just have the jackets and not have to have the operation.
I see a lot of children who've gone past the first year of being babies and then little toddlers with severe deformities. Sometimes they come at the age of 3, sometimes 4, and a few come much later. But all their curves have been. In those, I use the plaster technique as a means of a more effective form of bracing, because braces come off and then put on again. Whereas a plaster jacket can be moulded to improve the body shape, contain the curve, and then when it is sufficiently corrected, I give them removable braces. But every child's parent, every child in that category, the parents know that they will have to have spinal fusion. You can improve them, but you can't kill them.
We saw a consultant who wanted to see Laura walking, so we had to wait a year. It was after that year that we had a referral to Miss Mehta here. Laura was diagnosed then as having scoliosis, and then really had to go into a plaster cast to correct the curvature of the spine.
And how had the curve progressed in that year that you'd had to wait?
It was deteriorating rapidly. Our own GP then could see it, and by then I couldn't feel her spine straight down as with a normal child or myself. It would veer to one side, as though it was hidden under the hump. Laura's case, had it been left a few more weeks, she would have needed a big operation, but fortunately Miss Mehta was able to correct it.
The day Sarah was born, she was born with dislocated hips, which could have actually been the scoliosis could have actually been picked up from there, but it wasn't, and it wasn't picked up until the age of 2. We had trouble trying to get her seen to by several hospitals, and we was eventually referred to see Miss Mehta, who informed us that she had a very bad scoliosis and needed treatment immediately.
What happens if scoliosis is left untreated?
It increases as the child grows. And then it becomes such a stiff and rigid deformity that no amount of plasters or braces do any good. And so we have to wait till the child has grown and of a sufficient size that we can then operate before puberty starts.
I was very upset. In fact, I went back a couple of times because they are my GP and I have told them that Edis has scoliosis, and if it wasn't for the fact that they didn't believe me or they didn't understand anything about scoliosis, he would have been in his third jacket by now instead of his first.
The point of intervention has to be much earlier than the ones they think is necessary. To wait and watch for the cob angle to increase is not treatment.
These doctors have just got to pick it up early and take notice. I mean, it only takes a second to look at a child's back, but it can take, just ruin the rest of their lives if it's not detected.
To see that if a spine has been helped to grow straight rather than forcibly corrected, then that spine will remain straight.
I play football, play volleyball, tennis, basketball, and like in PE, athletics. I like doing running,
he does all the activities at his physical education. He does swimming as well.
Yeah.
I have the present count is 88 children who have grown straight, and they've been followed up for an average of about 9 years after they grew straight.
We never realised that Mark was going to come out of plaster when he did, and he was taken out of plaster so he could go on a family holiday to Spain when he was 30 months old. And when we come back, we were told he didn't need another plaster jacket, and that after 10 jackets he had actually, we turned the corner and his back was growing straight, and that was the last time he was in plaster.
We bought a bottle of champagne on the way home, like winning the pools.
In the very early stages, scoliosis can be cured by the child's growth if we take appropriate early steps to do that.
I don't think Miss Better really could have done any more than she has done, astonishingly brilliantly. I think anyone who comes to her really are the luckiest people.
All of us are now conditioned to believing that once a child has a scoliosis, it's there forever. So we have to change our thinking and see that and entertain another idea, which is that scoliosis increases with growth because we allow it to.
I cannot thank Mrs. Mehta for what she's done for him. She has done so much. It's a miracle.
Looking now at your 88 children who've grown straight, how does that make you feel?
Good. Happy. And hopeful that they can persuade others who treat spinal deformities to look again at the possibility of curing scoliosis, not just in infants but also in adolescents.